Diane Lane once said, "A lot can change in the editing room." What she meant by this is that the final product of the video is determined by the editing done on it. Through my years of experience with editing, I have found out that people who want a video that goes viral or a video that has a bigger impact need to focus on editing. A study done by DataBox in 2023 determined that videos with greater amounts of editing are more likely to go viral or have a bigger impact than compared to videos with little to no editing. So, with this video, I will show you how to upload a video to your computer, how to edit that video, and how to make that video more successful. There is one way to upload a video to your computer. Microsoft says to grab a cable and plug it into your computer. And when you do that, you will then plug it up to your phone. When you plug up your phone, you will look up Photos, you will open that, then you will go to your iPhone, and when you do, you will see your picture or video. You'll press Add Item, then Import, and when you do, you will press Photos, and you will see your picture or video. This method works well to help us get into the video editing process. The video editing process consists of 3 parts: cutting, audio editing, and exporting the video. As you see here, we have 2 clips, one of a person cutting vegetables and one of a person eating. So we will put those 2 videos together on the timeline and move the red stick in order to see if the video is connected. As you see, they are. And we will go back to the person cutting because we want to emphasize more of the person eating the food, because that is more of the theme of the video. So we'll stop to when they're done chopping in order to add a smooth transition, and we will use the split clip in order to cut the video. And cutting is important, as Matt Pierce said, because it allows for conciseness, adds professionalism, decreases file size, and allows for a smooth content flow. So we will cut it, and as you see here, it separates the clip into 2 pieces. If you see here, you can click either the left or the right. We're going to get rid of the right one because it is the one we don't need. So when you press backspace, it deletes it and connects the 2 other pieces together. So, since we're done cutting, we're going to add a transition, the dip to color dissolve transition. So we will throw that on there by dragging and dropping, and then you can click the transition to change the duration of it. I prefer 1 second because it's easier, and when you're done changing the duration, you can press play to see if it worked. As you see, it is a smooth transition and works well. So now, since we're done with the cutting feature, we will now go to the audio. Since I like to add background music, I will throw this on here, and I will change its volume by making it -21 decibels, because that allows for it to be quiet enough to hear, but not overbearing. And we will play to see what it sounds like. And as you see, it hits a peak of about -20, between -20 and -30, which is what you usually want for background music, because it's just enough to where you can hear it. So we're going to use the equalizer, and as Joris Herman said, allows for near perfect audio. And the thing about the equalizer is that it picks out frequencies that you don't want to hear and your listener doesn't want to hear. And we're going to use band 3. This allows for you to pick out specific frequencies that you can just take out. We're going to use the Q factor, which allows for it to pick up a very specific range when you increase it, and when you decrease it, it picks up a broader range. So we're going to increase the Q factor and increase the gain so that we have a better chance of hearing the frequency. So if you press play, you can hear that clinking sound. And because you can hear it, it's because of the equalizer, and that it picks up that frequency at around 2000 Hertz. So we're going to decrease the gain, which allows for the listener to not hear it. I would put it around -16 just so it doesn't distort the rest of the audio. It's very subtle, but the song is better. and a lot smoother and doesn't have that clinky sound in it anymore. So now that we're done with the audio and the cutting, we're now going to go to the exporting part. And we're going to go to here, click off the audio so it doesn't take as long to export. We're going to click the rocket ship or deliver and go to the YouTube preset. As you see, it already set a location for us, and you can make the file name whatever you want. And I usually do not change the presets, but that's up to you. And you can also see that there's different presets here. And we press add to render queue and press render. And when it is done rendering, you now have your video and is sent to your location, and congrats, you have now made a video. In conclusion, I use the Davinci Resolve software in order to teach you how to upload a video to your computer and how to edit that video in order to make it more successful. Even though I taught you the basics of editing, editing still takes a lot of practice to master. But as Michael Jordan once said, get the fundamentals down and the level of everything you do will rise.